Hello and welcome to your daily dose of Satoshi's news. Today's date is Sunday, the 9th of March 2025, the year BSV comes alive. Experience the best of both worlds at betbitcoinsv.com, the best casino and sports betting on chain. Have a little flutter in private using the original protocol and genuine Bitcoin. Right, let's see what we got today. We've got these articles here, well, a post here from CSW. Well, first a post, then we have a reply about why price matters. So that'll be quite interesting to look at. I couldn't really find anything in Cointelegraph that caught my attention. But what is funny is the amount of sock puppets that are suddenly appearing on my posts and on my YouTube channels, like in the comments and stuff. Like, honestly, I've literally hardly got any subscribers whatsoever. I get maybe 500 views. Is it really worth, like, you know, like trolling my channel? I mean, what difference is it going to make? So it just goes to show they're getting desperate if they can actually bother to... if they're bothered to actually spend this amount of time focused on what I post. So I find it quite funny. We've got some 365 days of Bitcoin history today. I'll have a laugh at that. And then that'll be the end of the show. Right, let's get into it.
See Satoshi like a cowboy in the West, riding on the blockchain that they call the very best. 1 million strong, them transactions flying free. Just wait for the Terra node, you'll surely see.
Here we go. Right, good to see Craig back on Twitter. Here we go. So let's see what this says. He said, power isn't about slogans. Power is not about who yells the loudest, who slaps decentralized on a pile of broken code and sells it as freedom. Power is control. Who has it, who wields it, and who gets crushed under it. BTC was never about liberty. It was about engineering a bottleneck so tight that the gatekeepers, the exchanges, the custodians, the so-called privacy services became the new rulers. Limited scalability isn't a feature. It's a leash. A controlled supply of block space means every transaction is a premium seat at a table run by middlemen. Fees spike, congestion locks out all small players, and suddenly the same people who scream about decentralization are the ones begging governments and institutions to legitimize their walled garden. And here's the punchline. When transactions are scarce, they're easy to track. The so-called privacy mixers, the coin joining services, they operate in a system where every transaction is a breadcrumb, where the ledger itself is a slow, predictable trickle. Governments love BTC, not because they approve of it, but because it's a surveillance dream. A small data set, a fixed block size, and every major on-ramp crawling with a KYC and AML enforcement. The so-called revolution became just another tool for control, a shadow banking system where your every move is on record, gift wrap for the people who already own everything. BSV, different game entirely. Unlimited scaling isn't just about transactions per second, it's about shifting power from bottlenecks to open competition, where you can process millions of transactions per second. Control slips from the hands of the rent seekers and back to the users. You don't need third parties skimming off the top. You don't need custodians acting as unofficial regulators. And the best part, privacy exists, not in some half-baked anonymous coin mixing grift, but in the simple reality of scale. A high volume system makes mass surveillance impractical. Governments can't target criminals, sure, but they can't monitor every cup of tea, every microtransaction, every casual transaction between individuals. Governments can target criminals, sure, but they can't monitor every cup of coffee, every micro payment, every casual transaction between individuals. Yeah, like if you get done for buying an organically grown pack of peas instead of genetically modified ones, or if you're not eating as many insects as they want. BTC creates scarcity, and scarcity breeds control. BSV creates abundance, and abundance decentralizes power, not through empty rhetoric, but through pure economic reality. One is a system designed to be captured, the other is a system that makes capture obsolete. That's the difference. That's where power lives. Yeah, beautiful. It's gonna. You'd need a level of intellect to understand what he's saying there about the difference between anonymity and privacy. But for those who do get it, yeah, absolutely spot on. Absolutely spot on there. I'm literally just in total 100% agreement with everything that he's written there. So let's see what he said in this one in response to WAG. So whoever this pseudonymous profile is, they said, I've built something on pretty much every popular chain that's out there, and I'm sorry, but sending a layer 1 transaction on BSV is the winner. There's nothing like it. Price matters, yes. BSV sucks at price, but it's the best chain. Fast, instant, cheap every time. Oh, nice one. So CSW's response to that. He has said, price matters, yeah, but not the way the casino gamblers think. Not number go up, not the carnival act of speculation. Price is cost per transaction. Price is efficiency. Price is whether the damn thing works at scale or whether it's just another Ponzi scheme duct taped together with hype. And on that front, BSV doesn't just win, it buries the competition. Fast, instant, cheap every time. The others, they're bloated, chunky, and pretending their congestion is a feature. BSV moves like money should. The market doesn't reward that yet. Ooh, there we go. The market doesn't reward that yet. Not yet. We all know what's coming. But the market's a fool. Well, it's actually manipulated. Chasing bubbles while the foundation gets built under its feet. The real winners aren't the ones shouting about coin price. They're the ones building on something that actually works. Beautiful. Beautiful. Let's see what Begans Ether said. I fully agree, but tell me, do any other projects have utility and value? How about HBAR? Oh, massive fail. Oh dear. XML. Oh no. Quant. Oh no. Jasmine and ERC20 token and XDC. Seriously? All smoke and mirrors. All smoke and mirrors, or do they have some value based on what they offer and how they perform? Nothing I've seen compares to BSV, but still curious. I said not an inkle of it. There's some value in speculation. Not really. No. It's speculation. It's speculative. It's literally like a bubble waiting to burst. Las Vegas was a bit on gamblers, for instance. Yeah, but when you're gambling, you're betting on odds. You're not really speculating. You have an odds and you decide to bet on those odds or not. Speculation doesn't have any odds at all. Is your view that market speculation and or gambling are inherently bad? What if the activity moved to BSV? Can't we have a Diggins and seats? Oh, not really. Not really. I'm not surprised Craig didn't respond to that. But glad to see some responses though. That was awesome. That was awesome. And let's get into what's going with my account here. Look, John Pitts said a funny one. He said, "Hello, Greggles." And this was this account that, like, whoever it does sound like Greggles, to be honest. Look, 50 followers, 2 followers. They have to make new accounts in order to comment on my profile because I literally block everybody. Like, literally block everybody. You know, and someone has said here, unfortunately failed to prove it, as in, like, this is my response to Craig being in court. He said it's starting to look more like Jack Dorsey and Satoshi than Craig, right? So I said he didn't fail to prove it. His lawyers refused his request to waive his rights and show the evidence. If you didn't know that, it's because you didn't watch the case. It was a mockery of the justice system, a criminal charade. And then this guy, Gregor Sock Puppet, said, congratulations on your lack of argument. If you wanted to show proof, he doesn't need lawyers. Well, yeah, he does. Yeah, in that case, certainly in that case, they wouldn't let him speak. You know, blah 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 blah. Judge could just strike it out, ignore that. Blah. Even though there was no jury there and there was no examination. It was all cross-examination. Like, honestly, it was just an absolute joke. And I actually found quite a funny GIF on that one with regard to Sock Puppet. Oh, there we go. Yeah. And look, this is just what. Look, they even deleted. Greggles, this guy. Greggles actually deleted his post there because my response was, yeah, okay, Deep State Sock Puppet. Oh, can't handle the truth. If you can't handle heat, get out of the kitchen, and that's what he's done. That's hilarious. Honestly, I have such a small profile and such a small number of listeners, and yet they still want to try and target me. You know, it's because they're getting desperate, like really desperate. You know, like literally, we're talking about a coin here that's buried down at, like, you know, number 70 or 80 in the coin market cap. You know, I mean, honestly, there's 70 or 80 other coins, you know, that you could comment on or go after. But yeah, you have to spend your time going after my profile, and I block everybody, and literally, you know, like purposely have a small number of viewers, you know, a small number of very well educated viewers. I'm not really going after the mass populace. Because I can't be dealing with them. That will just happen when number goes up and FOMO kicks in and all that crap, you know. But don't need that now. But they're obviously getting worried because they're starting to focus on me. So I do find that quite amusing. yeah, Cointelegraph, honestly, it's just such a... well, it's the best of a bad lot. Editor's choice. Gracoin risks weekly close below 82. Who cares? Gracoin forgets strategic reserve. Sell the news event. 4% bounce. Who cares? Blockchain industry braces for White House Crypto Summit. Not bothered with that one. Bitcoin odds of June high. Oh god, like the future of Ethereum scaling. Who cares? We've decided Gracoin is scarce, is valuable for a US strategic reserve. Davis Sachs. Darknet Marketplace wallet over 400 million BTC awaken after 9 years. Might look at that one. Marcus Saylor pushes US government to purchase 25% of Bitcoin supply. That's hilarious. I don't even think that's available on the market. Funding Gracoin budget neutral strategies. US will use stablecoins to ensure dollar hegemony. Let's have a look at this one. Darknet Marketplace wallet with over $400 million of the BTC awakens after 9 years. The wallet went dormant with 5,000 BTC after the marketplace, which facilitates drug and weapons sales, went down in April 2016. I wonder what Darknet Marketplace that is. A crypto wallet, a single wallet, got 400 million BTC, $400 million worth. Linked to the Darknet Marketplace Nucleus has awakened after 9 years, according to Arkham Intelligence. On March 7th, the entity controlling the wallet moved $77.5 million in BTC to 3 new addresses, leaving $365 million in the primary wallet. So again, this is why you should be using Paymails, because Paymails literally either change the legacy wallet address every 10 minutes, or they literally create a new wallet address for every single transaction. Yeah, whereas this lot have literally got... like 5,000 BTC in one legacy wallet address. You know, you should never have that. Never have that. And consequently, now they've got Arkham tracking every move. Every move they make. Dear, oh dear. And again, you know, because there's not billions of transactions per second like on the network, like Craig said in his response there, you can trace all the transactions. It's not private. But, you know, these are criminals again, you know. Nucleus was one of the many darknet marketplaces that proliferated around at the time, facilitating the sale of drugs, weapons, and other contraband. While the official story surrounding its shutdown was that it was hacked, conspiracy theories swirled. Some thought that the Nucleus site admins were executing an exit scam, while others believed that the admins had been arrested. Transactions on Nucleus, like for many other darknet marketplaces, were made largely in Bitcoin, as the cryptocurrency was hard to track and therefore offered some level of anonymity for those engaging in such activities. The reawakening of Nucleus wallet came a day after the newest president, Donald Trump, signed an executive order creating a strategic Bitcoin reserve in the United States. The BTC for the reserve will initially come from crypto already seized through forfeitures, although there is room for budget neutral acquisitions of more coins. Since the beginning of 2023, not bothered. Dormant wallets awaken as crypto prices increase. I doubt any of those wallets will be Satoshi's wallets. But I mean, look, 1,000 BTC worth $61 million at a time. I mean, good grief. Good grief. Just the amount of value is staggering, isn't it? Like, absolutely staggering. Right, let's look at a little bit of 365 days of Bitcoin history. On the 9th of March 2000, Ben Bernanke said in an interview, he literally said this: the banks have accounts with the Fed, much the same way that you have an account in a commercial bank. So to lend to a bank, we simply use the computer to mark up the size of the account they have with the Fed. They literally put in numbers on a screen. He said, so it's much more akin to printing money, as in much more like printing money, than it is to borrowing. So they're not borrowing anything or lending. They're making it up. They're printing currency. It's securities fraud is what it is. Outrageous. Look at this, yeah. How'd you make 160 billion? We simply use the computer. It's fraud. It's securities fraud. 9th of March 2014, Nouriel Roubini posted, so Bitcoin isn't a currency. Yeah, it is. It is, by the way, a Ponzi game and a conduit for criminal stroke illegal activities, and it isn't safe given hacking of it. There we go. So Bitcoin isn't a currency. It is, by the way, a Ponzi game and a conduit for criminal and illegal activities, and it isn't safe given hacking of it. It's not really been hacked, so I think he's just talking crap there. It's in 2014. 9th of March 2015 was when the Navajo coin was released. Like, who cares? On 9th of March 2020, there was a significant downward price movement of BTC. Should we have a look at that one? 9th of March 2020. Let's have a look. I mean, 9th of March 2020. Before. Oh. 21. Oh. 2020. Another March. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, that was quite significant back then. Look at that. That's when it was. That was quite a high percentage movement down back then. But since we've had these peaks and troughs, jeepers. On the 9th of March 2022, Executive Order 1406, officially titled Ensuring Responsible Development for Digital Assets, was signed on the 9th of March 2020 and is the 83rd Executive Order signed by US President Joe Biden. Oh dear. The ultimate aim of the order is to develop digital assets in a responsible manner, in other words, control them. The Executive Order addresses the potential national security implications of cryptocurrencies. There we go. Right, there we go. That's a quick 16-minute show. Great stuff. We'll leave it there. There might not be any shows for the next few days. I'll see if I can do them. Yeah, just going to be away for the next few days, but I will try and do them while I'm away. So anyway, I'll leave it there. Hope you enjoyed it. As ever, if you enjoy these updates, please ding your donations for your appreciation to either Satoshi@Senbit.com, Handcash.io, Rockwallet.me, Simply.cash, Relaser.com, or Senti.ch. We'll leave it there. Hope you enjoyed it. As ever, be aware, take care, stay safe out there, and we'll see you in the next one.
The king still has one more move.